Hey, Riddle here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're a subscriber, I really appreciate it. So this is my mushroom haul so far this year. This symbolizes about 6 weeks of mushroom hunting, and who knows how many pounds of fresh mushrooms which have been dried. I have them all separated in different types, and then I do a mixed bag when I have a little extra of this or that, or I don't have enough to really make my own bag for them. We've got turkey tails, boletes, porcinis, honey mushrooms. It's really quite extraordinary. It's been an amazing mushroom year here in Northern California so far. And this is what I tell people, that if you're going to become a serious mushroom hunter or bring a lot of mushrooms home, be prepared, because you don't want to throw them away or go to waste. A lot of times you can share them with friends, but often people will say, yeah, I want mushrooms, and then you give them to them and they're actually too scared to eat them, or they just let them go to waste. So really grill people so they're not, wasting this amazing natural resource. So this is my new dehydrator. Before I had a really simple one of the stack models, and it finally died on me after 5 years because I used it so much. I really like this model, and it wasn't crazy expensive. Now, what I did notice was on eBay, this was twice the price, but I got a really great price on Amazon for it. It was in the $60 range instead of the $120 range. And it has 10 trays, but don't let that fool you. Oop, look, I put that in all crazy. Just because it has 10 trays, usually you're going to cut your mushrooms so thick that you're not going to be able to use 10 trays. You're going to be able to use more like 5 to 7 trays, because they're going to actually take up 2 slats. And when you cut your mushrooms, you want to make sure that they're thick enough so when they dry, you actually have something. If you cut your mushrooms too thin, you won't even be able to peel them off of your rack, because they shrink like crazy, because I think mushrooms are even more water-based than humans are. So this is going to shrink into almost nothing, even though I've cut it about 1/4 inch thick. There's some boletes on the top there. Another thing that's kind of nice, when you're preparing your mushrooms, you can actually use water to wash them. The rule of thumb when you're cooking with mushrooms is that you want to dry brush them, because if they absorb water, they kind of disintegrate, and it makes it difficult to cook them and affects the flavor. But because we're going to be dehydrating these, you can actually use a little bit of water to clean them. You don't want to waterlog them and destroy the constitution of the mushrooms, but you can use them to clean the mushrooms and get the excess dirt and grime off of them. So I just put this on. The wonderful thing about this particular model of dehydrator is it's digital, and there's something about the way it recirculates the air that it doesn't over dry the things. I'm drying some seeds on here at the same time. Multitask. It doesn't over dry the mushrooms or the vegetables or fruits I put in here, and you can actually program it for however many hours you would like it to dehydrate. But I just kind of hit it at 12 hours, and it does a perfect job, I find. And I've yet to over dry something and it shuts itself off automatically, which is really great. Really, really, really great. There's all my extra trays I haven't used, and they got this to actually dry meat on, to hang like little sausages or something. But I'm suspicious that this is going to be strong enough to handle the weight of any substantial amount of sausage. That's it. I just wanted to show you my dried mushroom haul this year so far, and it's just begun, and I've got plenty, and show you approximately how thick to slice your mushrooms, and this particular brand of dehydrator, which I'm really, really enjoying for the price. I don't know, I think $60 is a great investment, but don't fool yourself. A lot of people have this idea, that they have the time and the energy and they're actually going to use a dehydrator. But literally, I think 98% of the time, people use it 1 or 2 times, and then it winds up getting thrown out in the garage. If you have one that you're not using though, donate it or give it to a friend that will use it, or just don't get one. Be realistic with yourselves, because consumption is consumption. Anything we buy puts stress on the planet, and if you're buying things just not to use them or just to throw them away or just to consume, it's bad for all of us. That's it. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, because ultimately how we treat each other on the streets is our reality. And if you enjoy my quick money-saving tips, videos, rants, raves, occasional art and magic, please subscribe. It helps. Bye.